We're about to look at Whidbourne Street in WC1, which has just suffered a major loss when it comes to pubs. A wonderful pub, which we'll go into in just a moment. Just so you can tell where we are, come forward for me please. And if you look down the road there, you'll see the Renaissance Hotel, so that Londoners can sort of get a picture in their mind exactly where we are stood at this current moment in time. Now before we go on and talk about the pub, I'd like you first to come and observe this stunning street. Come with me please. It's not often that you see streets like this, absolutely stunning. It really does look like it's from another century. That beautiful road sign up there, I'd much rather that they were plastered everywhere than the horrific new ones that we see today. You won't win any prizes for guessing why I love this location. I love this unit here. I was here looking at it last week. It's since had the Sullivan Brothers construction sign plastered on it, but unfortunately that's nothing to do with me. I would be sure to make sure it was looked after. This strip here is very unique. This is how estates should and could be built, not the ugly ones that we see today made of metal and plastic. Come in here for me please. It's quite obvious how stunning the pub is, but we're going to look at that in just a moment. I'd like you to walk round for me and catch this view. Argyle Walk is one of my favourite views in London. I have many loved views in London, but this one I really do love because it transforms you. It takes you to another place and time where one could almost be forgiven for thinking you really are in another century. It looks like something out of a Dickens novel, doesn't it? And for that split moment, you are in the presence of architectural splendour, if you like. Because only around the corner, you have the height of modernism with the constructions that go all the way up to the canal at King's Cross, with the Google building and so on, which just look absolutely revolting. Come back here for me before we carry on talking about the pub and just capture this building here from the other side. Look how marvellous it is, with the old doors and the blocked windows. Let's hope that the fate of this building will not be the same as many others that I miss and could name in high number. Now, the McGlynn was a very special pub for a few reasons. Jerry, the landlord, kept it alive. It was an Irish pub, loved throughout the area. Most pubs in the region, or in regions like this, have been completely changed or eradicated altogether. So we was lucky to have it as long as we did. It did reopen for a little while after Jerry's death, but as you can see, the people responsible didn't manage to keep it alive and may not have had Jerry's popularity or ability. Jerry would work with landlords of pubs like the Boot or the Dolphin, other local pubs, which are still actual public houses compared with bars, and they would help keep each other afloat. Now, as you can see, it's a shell. Now, pubs like this had their own character. For instance, there was a cat. Little things like that, little quirky characteristics are what make places special. And the cat was very busy. He'd jump up on you, get in your way, invite himself onto your table. And you're not going to get that in a modern bar unless they make it some sort of feng shui cat bar where you go and it's all about cuddles with fluffies. Now, McGlynn's was always very busy because of its location near King's Cross and it being one of the few actual public houses in the area. You'll always get a lot of football lads down at the Wetherspoons, but pubs like this would be heaving. Now, streets like this, like Whidbourne Street, like Rappel Street in South London, are where you'll get countless filmmakers and series makers making their features because most of London looks like it's in outer space. And spaces like this pub, like this street, are where they have to come down in order to create the picture in their viewer's mind that they're even in London at all. If you were to try and film a series of old London round the corner by the YouTube building, the new Google buildings, you wouldn't be fooling anyone. There are very few streets that remain which look this picturesque and lovely. So let's hope that the street remains beautiful. We can't speak on behalf of the pub. We don't know its fate. If anyone hears about its fate, we'd like to know, and we'll try and keep our ears close to the ground. But I think that the fate of the pub, mixed with the lovely view of the street, is a depressing reminder of just how bad London's pub life and future has become.